We are back with Janae Adams talking about the Fed's interest rate cut and how it impacts your wallet. We're going to get back to our viewer questions here. Someone's asking, if you have a home equity loan, can you refinance and receive a better mortgage payment?
So that all depends on the actual person as well as the financial institution that they are dealing with. If someone has a variable home equity loan, then of course, if the rates go down, then their payments go down, or they can be able to refinance. But you never know what a person's financial situation looks like. That will go into the decision of that financial institution. So it all depends.
Okay. Will this impact the interest on student loans, the cuts?
And so with the student loan and the interest rates, if you have a variable loan with your student loans, then the interest rate coming down is going to make your payments come down just a little bit, just like it does with credit cards. Now, for those of you who haven't gotten student loans and you are looking to get one in the spring of 2025 or the fall of 2025, then obviously your interest rate is going to be lower than anyone who receives a student loan in January of 2024 because of this interest rate cut.
Okay. Another question here. If you have your home windows financed, will the interest rate change?
And once again, that depends on the person's situation. If they have a variable interest rate within that loan, then of course their payments are going to come down a little bit. If they have a fixed interest rate within their loan, it's not going to change at all.
Okay. Does the rate cut change whether it's better to buy or rent a car?
And so it's really, I'm a little bit different than everybody else. I like to save up money and buy a car basically used for cash. So I'm a little bit different. I don't ever worry about the interest rates. But going forward, I wouldn't say leasing one, but thinking about buying your own car, understand that interest rates will be lower in the future than they are today because of the interest rate cuts. And like I said, it is planned that more interest rate cuts are coming towards the end of the year and in 2025. So whatever you're seeing interest rate rise for a car loan is going to be lower. So start saving your money now so that you can put a nice down payment on it and have a pretty good payment, better than what people have today.
That is absolutely right. Someone's asking here, with the cut in interest rates, more people could qualify for home loans. How will this impact the purchase price of a new home? Which I know we talked about a little earlier too.
Yeah, so it won't affect the purchase price because that has to do with the seller. What that will do is that would affect the monthly payment that they will be paying. If they get those lower interest rates to come in, let's say spring of next year, then they're going to have a lower payment than they would if they went out to get that same price home with the interest rates today. But people need to understand this is what the problem was in 2020. Everybody was running after those 3% home loans, but there were a lot of homes that are $50,000, $100,000 or more overpriced. So it doesn't matter that you got a low interest rate if you're overpaying for a house that now is underwater and you can't get out of it. So just think about all variables when it comes to buying a home.
Okay, next question. Did the cut take effect immediately?
The cut is there. And so of course they're going to be cutting more. They said hopefully another 50 basis points before the end of the year. And so you already seen you just have to understand that industries are industries. The mortgage rates are already coming down before he made the announcement. Maybe a couple of weeks, the mortgage rates started coming down. So a lot of times these things do move independent of the Federal Reserve. We also see how gas has gone down without that interest rate cut. So you just have to understand that with inflation coming down, that's what's bringing prices down for the American consumer.
Okay, next viewer question. If a general consumer who does not want to borrow money, how is this a positive impact now?
So with the interest rate being cut for someone who's borrowing money, honestly, it's really just the effect on inflation. Okay. Inflation has been going down. That's what's been helping you. You're saving more, in my opinion, at the grocery store. I know how to save money at the grocery store. I'm saving at the gas pump. It was the inflation part that is helping those that don't borrow money at all. So this, as far as the interest rate being cut, it doesn't help you because you're not borrowing money in that aspect, and the savings rates are going to start to go down. But as far as inflation coming down is what is helping your wallet.
Okay, and if I heard my producer correctly, I believe we have about 1 minute. Is there anything else that you would like to add here that's pretty beneficial to add to all this great stuff?
Yes, I would like to add for everybody, let's not repeat history. Okay. We're going to start seeing these prices come down and you're going to start seeing more money in your pocket. I mean, just the gas pumps alone. Last week or earlier this week, I filled up on 2.69 gas, like $2.69. So in my head, I'm like, oh, I got money to spend somewhere else. Let's not do that. Let's put our money in savings and let's not start buying again and making the economy hot again so that Jerome Powell has to come and raise interest rates. We don't want him to do that anymore. We want him to cut it. Okay. So that's what I will leave with the viewers today.
All right. Well, you heard it here first. Okay. You heard it here first. Janae, thank you so much for joining us here today. And remember, you all, if you missed this entire conversation, that's okay. You can find it all on our website, WFMYnews2.com.